Hello and welcome back to Train Sim TV. In this video we're going to be having a look at 1Z15. It's a scenario available from Alan Thompson's simulation from Robo 13. We was going to do another one of Robo's scenarios, which was 2 November 97, which was the Class 31 First Northwestern hired in Fragging set working. But this scenario has just been released, so I thought we've done 2 N97 already. Let's get this one in. And we're on Northern Lines again. We've not done... I don't think we've done one live for a while, but we're going to have a go at this. It's a 35-minute run, which fits in with our short runs range, and it's actually a rail tour I came and photographed at Leighton on its way out of Blackpool, and it was a grim, miserable day. It was raining, as it is on this as well, as you can see. So let's get on with it. We're on Class 60-054 as well, so let's get set up and we'll get ourselves underway. Afternoon driver. Having spent the day on the Foul Coast, it is time to head home. You will be in charge of 60-054 on 1Z15, the 1708 Blackpool North to London Euston, the Lancashire Hills and Coast Rail Tour as far as Preston. And there will be a crew change and a loco change as well. Rightio. Let's get ourselves sorted. We've got our key in, cancel the AWS there, and we'll just pop ourselves into neutral just for a moment. We shall make sure we have some headlamps on, so let's get these into day mode, and we will also put the instrument lights on. We will leave everything else as it is, as far as we can see there, so I think we are virtually set up. Let's get the doors open. Press T, there we go. Let's get the task up. So we're going to be picking up at Preston, literally only that. And we're going to drop off our stock as well. Right, so absolutely bucking it down. Although I don't know if the weather's going to fare up at all along the way, but we'll see. Right. We've got a rake of Mark 1s as well on this. A Mark II on the rear. Gin, chocolate and cream. So we've got about a minute or so till we depart Blackpool. I think we'll be the next one out as well, even though it just said there's 2 signals up, it's just the way the route seems to operate the signalling. Yeah, looking like another good scenario. I mean, the last one we did with Robo, there was some lovely AI. Again, I'm looking forward to what this one has. It's a bit more modern, but looking at the map, there is a fair amount of AI that we should see on our way. It's pretty much quite a bit. So, excellent stuff. If you haven't done, do have a look on ATS for 2 November 97 as well. It's in 2003, so some fantastic liveries to be had on show for that run. There was 175s as well. There was all sorts going on. Sort of in that transition where First Northwestern was about. Early days as well for Virgin trains. There was still some local hull stuff knocking about too. You know, and an NMT in with its Valenta engine as well. So it was brilliant, excellent stuff. Right, before we actually set off, a little bit of news for Cumbrian Coast. Since we did our developer diary, things have slightly changed. Now, we will be doing a bit, well, we've done the merge. The merge has been done by Ian McKay, who is known for Suburban Glasgow, as well, ready to depart driver. There were no reported issues en route. There should be an easy run to Preston where you will be relieved. Okie dokie. There we go. Some wipers on there. Right, yeah, so pretty much the merge has been done. So Ian sorted all that out this week just gone. I should give a massive thanks to him for doing that. But what it means now is the route now has scenery from just south of Barrow, just near where the avoider line and that starts, all the way through to Preston. It uses the Furnace route, the Furnace and Morecambe Bay line, which was done by PJT 1978, which is also known as Filter. So he allowed us to merge the route and do whatever we want with his route as well, so there'll be some upgrades on bits and pieces. Currently I'm redoing the OHLE to a better standard than what it was originally with the West Coast Main Line over Shap section, so that's all been ripped up and getting redone, so more on that as we go on. Probably will be doing some streams for that as well, just to get the progress through. A re-signalling will be happening, and also minor bits and pieces along the way, just some tidying up, but other than that, it enables a bigger drive at the end of the day, which is exciting news. Class 158 coming in here, this will be a York Blackpool North service. Got the AP Class 60 Pro sound pack on there as well. I think. Yeah, it is the AP ones. So I was at Leighton Station when this tour came through. I did photograph it at Blackpool North earlier in the day, but then I came to Leighton and I was perched up at this on the right hand side, far into the station here. Getting a bit drenched as well along the way. So we're going to be heading towards Carlton level crossing next, and we'll start slowing down as well shortly for the 35 speed drop, and then 20 just before the station. The station being Polton Le Found. Northern Lines is available for on-track simulation as well. It's a route from myself as well, so yeah, you can get that. I'll put the link in the description if you haven't got that already. Quite recently, though, there has been a huge increase in scenarios, one for Northern Lines and Northern Lines Electric, which is great to see people using it and making use out of it. There's going to be a small little update coming for this route as well, some signal fixes at Preston. Only noticed these with Robbo's scenario where some signals weren't changing, so that update will be coming quite soon. I just need to make sure I've done everything else I need to do, and then we'll get a new package sent out to the website. We'll notify as well as a Facebook post, just so you guys at home can see. The junction, there used to be a junction on that curve there, a separate line went through to Fleetwood. Polton Holt station was also on that little curve. It basically joined up with the Fleetwood line, which comes in as well in the moment on the left. Now, can we get a screenshot? Whether we'll use that, I don't know. So a little bit of information as well. So the line originally was it was Preston up to Fleetwood. The line to Blackpool never used to exist. So what used to happen was the train just carried on, and then originally after that they wanted an extra line, so they put like virtually a 90-degree curve in to go to Blackpool. I think there was 3 stations well in Polton originally. There was a station, obviously one we have now, which is still here today. Polton Halt, which I mentioned before, which was somewhere around about in this sort of location by the bridge. And there was another station located just here. So we'll see where this line is. There used to be a station here. The line used to continue, so it follows that tree line straight down here, and it would join onto the Fleetwood line here. Steven is not loading in, of course, because I'm under pause, but that's where that used to be. The Fleetwood line ceased to operate from the late 90s. I think 1999 last working through there was. I'm not over sure when Polton Halt shut down, or the other station, which is obviously it's just now a housing estate. That line used to come in here, so where we are curving around now, that used to be the line that used to take off from there. On the right hand side, there used to be a number of sidings that would pull on this section here, which used to hold a load of coal wagons and stuff for the power stations in Fleetwood. The actual sidings used to run up to the foot crossing. I think there was 2 sidings on there, hold a rake of wagons in each. A little bit of background history there for you about Polton. Well, not so much about it really, because I'm local to the area, being from Fleetwood. So the next station we're going to pass through will be Kirkham Wesham. Assuming we'll be on the fast line for that. The fast line being the slower speed. Which is crazy. So crossing over Singleton area now, so Singleton Bank this is. Used to be a signal box as well, just coming up. That shut down, I think, in the late 90s to early 2000s, and used to also be a crossover here as well. So the location of the signal box, I believe, is somewhere within the region of that, coming up to where we are now. So you see where this little compound is on the right hand side. Coming up now, I think the signal box was literally somewhere around about here on the left hand side. The crossover was somewhere just behind, somewhere in that region. Heading towards Wheaton now. Not overly far from Kirkham Wesham, about 2.5 miles or so. M55 motorway just crossing over the top of us here. Coming up on the right hand side in the moat just below this bridge, there used to be another signal box which was quite a high standing signal box. It was sort of like dominated the actual area. I'm not overly sure if it was called Plumpton or Wheaton, but it used to sit on this embankment sort of up here, and you could actually, it would look down. There used to be some semaphores around here as well, quite tall ones as well. I'm assuming they were quite tall ones that were facing this way, so any trains coming in the other direction could see the semaphores over the side of the bridge. There's some old pictures knocking about. Flicker. Also, some exciting news as well. This day of recording, which is 13th of January, there was 2 announcements as well for Train Sim. There was the announcement of the new AP Class 411 and 412 pack, which is looking to be rather imminent, with a huge 43-minute trailer. I would call that a feature-length video, to be quite honest. It looks absolutely superb. So many features. I've never seen a pack boast of so many features and so many little details. I really cannot wait to get my hands on it, and I don't know anything about the stock, but I think it's going to be a pack that I'm going to thoroughly enjoy. So we will cover that in a video in some form. It'll probably just be me taking a drive on a scenario. I'm just having a look and having a listen, really, just seeing what's what. I'm trying to show as much off as I can. But yes, it looks absolutely superb. So hopefully that will be out with us soon. Maybe even the same day this video goes live, so we could be on it quite soon. The other announcement is on the Just Train side of things, so it's not a project I'm involved with as such. It's obviously JT, who I work for, but Hope Valley Line was announced for the Midland Main Line series, so that's another route that's on its way. It's not a route that's going to be quite soon. It's a lengthy project that's ongoing, but it's one that is in progress, and do have a look on the Just Trains in Development site for that. Quite a bit of information on that about it. Other bits of information really as well. Train Sim World 2 has had the announcement that Steam is going to be implemented into the game. Now, it doesn't mean there's going to be a Steam local coming next week, but it's getting implemented into the core of the game, which is good news for Steam fans. And to be quite fair, I look forward to having a go, because I would like to see if I can figure out what I'm doing, and also with obviously the lengthy tutorials that they're putting, it might help me out a bit, learning with some guidance along the way. So yeah, that's another thing to look forward to. But hopefully we see some Steam locos soon enough as we move into the year. Kirkham Wesham station on the right hand side there. This scene has totally changed. The fast lines do not even exist anymore. It's 3 tracks with an extra station for Kirkham Wesham. It had quite a lengthy remodel during the upgrade. So there's 2 fast lines that go through with the new platform added, and then the line which serves the Blackpool South stuff as well. 30 mile an hour as we rejoin the main line, if you will. Or join back into the double track formation at least. Right, so we now press on towards Solwick. Solwick's literally like two miles away up the track. Another station there with another signal box, and also the site of the BNL, or BNFL, what they call it, works. And we're also 6.7 miles to Preston. Stopping in platform 3 on this scenario. Then we will be dropping off our stock. I'm not overly sure if we're going to be doing anything else after that. It just says drop the stock off. Some of these scenarios sometimes drop the stock off and then tend to like sort of move you off somewhere else as well. But we'll see. It might just be a case of dropping the stock off and then it ends the scenario. Top speed 75 mile an hour on this stretch of track. So basically 70 up to Kirkham and 75 up to the junction of File Junction, where it dropped back down to 25 miles per hour. So 35 over the viaduct and then drops down again as you come up towards the junctions on the West Coast Main Line where that joins him. Or we join the West Coast Main Line, if you will. The Solwick's just coming up into view, which I might even go for a screenshot there as well. I'm trying to go for a few different ones. It's quite a hard snow to do some screenshots for, really, with weather like this. If the trees aren't in full bloom. Obviously the weather doesn't make for perfect screenshot opportunities, but we will give it a go. I'm just trying to get a few different scenes along the way. Down there. One of my favourite scenes is with Solwick signal box. And bowled by a buffer. There's 150 coming down there as well. In the cab. So Solwick BNL's works on the right side of there. This used to be a siding and a spur track used to go into there many years ago. I think that got ripped up in the late 90s. But the siding on this version of the route still exists. But on the Northlands Electric route, the siding was ripped up fully. So this loop went. Still need to see a scenario that actually uses that loop. I suppose there's not really much use for it. It possibly may have been used when they were doing the work for the upgrade, sort of like storing stuff in there, possibly. But other than that, I've not really ever seen any pictures of anything around there. We've got Leah Town sort of on the right hand side coming up. Darkinson Lane, this bridge, a road I have used many a times. In a previous job, I used to work for a double glazing company. We used to always go over that bridge from a delivery. We used to always do in the down the line, down the road, down the lanes up that way, and then we'd make our way into Preston. So I sort of traversed up and down the roads around the area around here quite a lot, and also around where the train line goes, so you see quite a lot of it. Also, the Tom Finney Way or something, I think it's called, something like that. The road it runs alongside parallel into Preston in a moment, always up and down there. We'll just look out for the next thing knocking about. I remember seeing a few 180s when Northern had them for a short period of time. That's the only sort of time I really saw the 180s. Never got to travel on them while they were here. Most of the time they were sat in Blackpool North sidings. I think they used to work the Hazel Grove train when they did run. Knock the power off now, we'll start slowing down a minute. We'll get our warning in a moment. Part of the route hasn't loaded in because there's just so many lost in this area, it's so busy. They'll all pop into view in a second, just as we're going halfway through this section. It's a nightmare really, but there we go. Sometimes it doesn't do it, it depends on what your scenario's doing really. A bit like the same issue with West Coast Mountain South. Probably should maybe try and reduce a few lofts if I can. Certainly an aim we definitely could go for. Going to be down to 35 miles per hour just around the viaduct. I'm just going to knock the brakes off a bit. Well, they're a little bit early. The weather hasn't flared up, it's still raining cats and dogs. We do have the road to go proceeding past this signal. Quite a lot of the times I always remember when you used to come down on the train, you'd get held at the signal sometimes. Looks like we're going to be held at possibly the next signal. So on a single yellow, start bringing the brakes on. We are joining to the electrification and the West Coast Main Line. So some of the tweaks, what I'll do is just quickly pause that. Some of the tweaks that I've done in aid of helping, one of the scenarios which Robbo did was adding in the missing signals. So one of them was this one. Some reason was never in the route. I don't know why. So it was that. I also added in the missing sign, which is that one. We've added in that sign and also that signal there. I think that was it. Also, I've reworked the PSB so it looks a bit nicer. It's not the correct building, but it definitely has a bit more of a PSB look about it. So that got a bit of work done to it. I don't know what else. I don't think there'll be much work else done elsewhere, to be quite honest. But yeah, those are sort of the main things that have taken place. I need to have a look at the signals in the station going out of Preston into the Blackpool direction, because I currently need tabbing them. Shouldn't have to tab them. I just need to see what is what on the links, so we can figure out that. Just waiting for the road into Preston platform 3. I'm just going to give it a tap just to see. Nope, it's definitely denied, so all's working as intended. Just going to double check. Make sure there's nothing. Yeah, things are moving, so. Platform 3 is occupied by the mail train which is coming through currently, so we are waiting for him to pass through, and then we shall be in. He should be coming through any minute now. This as well, this spur here is the old Longridge branch, which was shut off many years ago, in the late 90s I think it was as well. I believe one of the last workings that came out of there was a class 25 on, I think it was like household coal that used that route mainly up to the end. There's a 185 coming as well. On this side, so we get to see the 185 as well. Excellent stuff. And we have the road into platform 3. Over this crossover, and it will remain 25 miles per hour. I think it changes beyond the station, to be honest, for 35, so we're just going to stay at 25 now. Now the only slight difference with this scenario is I had to swap the 57, so it was meant to be Super Valve's 57.3, but I swapped it in for the DPS one, just because I didn't have the Alps skin in. Just saving myself a bit of time, just swap that over, just as it's a static contest anyway. Doesn't make much difference. Right, we are in the Preston station. Mind you, not as glamorous as the ATS model is. Unfortunately, the ATS model doesn't fit our track layout, which we can't use it, unfortunately, which is quite a sad thing really, because it's such a lovely model. I was hoping that might fit, but sadly not, so we've had to stay with this for now, unless we can figure something else out. I'm just going to stop this here. It looks as though the class 92 must have dropped onto this. It's just sat there waiting. It's pretty cool. So whilst the old passengers are doing whatever they're doing whilst the train's waiting here, I'm just going to thanks again as always for watching our videos. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and you can always hit that notification bell for future videos. Our output has increased once again now, so we are getting back into the full swing of things in between everything else that we have going on. There may be times when we do have a slight lull between days, but it'll be a lot busier again now. Don't forget, you can catch us on Twitch at twitch.tv/TrainSimTV_Tom, and anything that you see in this video, we'll put links into the description so you can go and grab, download and have a play for yourself. So task shouldn't be far from done now. We're just going to do the last task, we'll uncouple and then we'll end the video. So a massive thanks once again guys, take care and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.